right, y'all. I hope y'all can see me okay. So let's talk, okay? Listen, I'm just gonna get into it, okay? When it comes to whatever you've been going through, okay, for some of you guys, you've been doing a great deal of shadow work. You've been having to go deep into the crevices. Every um, spiritual cycle that you experience, you have to do shadow work, okay? Because you're not just healing the stuff um, that you experience in this life, in this incarnation. You're healing the stuff from other incarnations. You're healing the stuff from your bloodline and the trauma and stuff like that. So a lot of you guys are also healing, the generational cycles. So none of that goes without it being harsh and hard and repetitious and all of that. We have to continue to discipline ourselves and go where we're needing to go. And when I mean that, I mean our souls, diving deep into those crevices where it's not comfortable, right? So what I heard was that letting the flame ignite, okay? Letting the flame ignite. What does that mean for you? Are you running scared? Have you been running scared with fear? Let's see. I thought I saw some cards turned over. I guess not. We're going to start with the mudra cards, okay? This is the mudra cards that channels, taps into your chi energy, right? We're going to tap into your mind, your body, and your spirit with these pulls. Now, let's see. What do we need to know right now? Thank you for whoever came in here and left a like. I appreciate you. I love you. All right, let's see. What are the messages that we need right now? I'll go with Divine Holy Spirit, Divine Holy. Okay, so I'm going to tap into the highest realm of my higher self, my highest consciousness, my Christ consciousness, to delve in and channel the messages that we need right now, okay? So this is not going to be, I'm not saying that information as far as the 3D is not going to come out, but I want this to go as deep as we know that I can, okay? I'm allowed to go in this particular reading, okay? All right. Messages for my watchers, please. Messages for my watchers. You got Pick Me Up Mudra. We have Hakini Mudra. Anything else that needs to come out? Okay. We have the Flow Mudra. That mudra came out actually when I was on TikTok yesterday. Okay. This Pick Me Up Mudra. I want you guys to look at this. Screenshot this. This is to help you to overcome acute and chronic tiredness for those who have been experiencing this type of event. Because sometimes when you are like really, really tired, it's because you not just your physical body needs to rest, but your mental body needs a rest. Your emotional body needs a rest. Your spiritual body needs a rest. But this is to pick you up and to transmute that energy for those who have been on a hiatus spiritually. They want you to take some deep breaths of fresh air. Drink lots of water and chew on something hard. Then start by surrendering yourself to your tiredness for a few minutes. Breathe long as you're doing this mudra, as you're doing this. Okay? Breathe long and deeply. And while you are doing that, yield up all the used up energy within you. After that, swing your arms and legs about, clap your hands, and then form the mudra, okay? The middle finger of the left hand, press gently on the right thumb. While maintaining the mudra, you inhale fresh air in a series of long, slow, lung-filling breaths. Visualize wonderful paintings in tones of white and yellow. So you know the yellow has to do with your solar plexus. Okay, now listen. Affirm this. I am transfused with universal vital energy, which refreshes my spirit and caresses my soul. I am transfused with universal vital energy, which refreshes my spirit and caresses my soul. We're ending something here. There's an energetic push out, if you will, the energy that has been stagnant inside of you, that has been taking a very like karmic, some type of karmic energy. This has nothing to do with anybody. This feels like it could be somebody, but this is something energetically that has been lying dormant within you for a long time. So we're transmuting and we're healing now. We have to get that out, you guys. Press your middle finger from your left hand onto your right thumb. Okay. I am transfused with universal vital energy, which refreshes my soul and refreshes my spirit and caresses my soul. Take a deep breath on that. Affirm that. I am transfused with universal vital energy, which refreshes my spirit and caresses my soul. Now, let's go to the Hakini Mudra. Okay, this is it right here. Okay. So this mudra synchronizes the two halves of the brain. It activates one's memory, improves one's ability to absorb and reproduce knowledge in exam situations, for instance, and it's good for the lungs as well. Okay, all this is about breathing and getting yourself. Good afternoon, baby. Every circumstance, including the most unpleasant ones, contains within it an opening, a chance. The trick is to find it and use it. Picture yourself entering the chakra of your third eye in your forehead. It feels as if you are sitting in a pink colored heaven. You pose questions relating to particular opportunities of your life. For some especially significantly concerned, become very still and listen carefully. I wish to take my chances as they come, use them, enjoy them, transform them. So this basically looks like this. You know how you would do this, as a child, or just, that's this. All of these are yellow, you guys. So these are transformative energies that stop you from being in your your most confident energy, the way you know how some people, if you're like this or you've been around people like this, the type of confidence that makes you uncomfortable. That's what you're going to be getting towards soon. That type of confidence that makes, if you are insecure, if a person is still working on themselves, healing themselves, if they haven't done the type of shadow work you've been doing, then this is the type of energy that's going to make people uncomfortable. That type of confidence. Okay. So we're purifying our home, our own personal, but our first bodies, our first homes, and we're clearing all emotional damage, trauma, energy that just been circulating inside of us. And it's like you've been going through cycles and cycles of healing and restoration, but this energy has found its way to keep coming back by different ways, by certain relationships, certain connections, certain people, the weak spots in people, if that makes sense. All of that. I'm trying to make me some little bangs, y'all. I'm about to come. Um, all of that, if that makes sense. So because you be in these situations with these people and their confidence is not as illuminated as yours, then you go back to this energy of feeling like, oh, I got to make these people feel comfortable. You're not supposed to make people feel comfortable. Why? Now, if we're talking about physical comfort, if somebody is, your children, or, you're playing host to somebody, you want people to feel comfortable physically. But when it comes to, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the comfortable. I'm talking about you pulling and dumbing yourself down and not sitting in your highest right to make other people feel comfortable. That's what you're not supposed to do. Okay. And if you have been in situations in circumstances with karmic people, they're karmics, and you felt this, that means you're not tuned in the way you need to be tuned into yourself, because there's no way you should feel like you need to make somebody else feel comfortable, because how is that going to make them grow? You being in your highest right and who you are allows people to do their tower, like to allow what I'm trying to say. It allows those people to experience those tower moments so they can go within and do their own shadow work because that's how it's happened for us. Things trigger us. We go through pain. We go through whatever it is. We have tower moments, and then we have to go within and do whatever we need to do for ourselves. Okay. So the last mudra card, and then we're going to go into the rest of the messages, is the flow mudra. Okay. This mudra helps you to cope with sudden stress situations while performing it. Breathe in and out slowly several times, lengthening the pause after you exhale. Some of you guys needed this breath work because that tension was tied in. It was tight. You were holding something in. Maybe you guys need to scream. You need to cry. There's an emotional release. I'm telling you that a lot of the collective needs to have. Take care, for stress can become addictive. Remember to we're gonna screenshot that. Take care, for stress can become addictive. To prevent stress from becoming chronic, meaning having over and over, like you always run to that stressful energy. Something happens, you become stressed out, you become bugged out, you lose yourself, you get knocked off your square. Take a step back, pause, reflect, identify what is going on, throw it overboard, delegate, redraft your timetable, and so on. Give up everything which you find is overstressing you. Surrender it to the setting sun and see yourself afterwards in pleasant company, at leisure in peaceful surroundings, perhaps with your partner, a child, or a pet, playing and enjoying each other's company. Affirm, my riches are the little everyday pleasures. So, yeah, take in account and give gratitude for all of the small stuff. That you go somewhere, you get you a snack, you get lunch or dinner, and you get a discount. Oh, you know what, you're eligible for a 10-15% discount. Or the way the cashier takes to you and smiles to you, or if you find $5 on the ground, like whatever it is, or you just get a surge of joy, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the case is, always be in the energy of joy. Okay, so we're moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Okay, now all these cards are going to all the messages are going to flow together. Ashe. Dang, I meant to give you a cup of ice. No one downstairs. That's cool. All right, let's see. What are the messages? All right, what are the messages for my beautiful, excuse me, you guys. Ooh, excuse me. What are the messages for my beautiful watchers? It's time to take action. This is a new moon. This is Aries energy. Aries are all about action. They're not talkers. They're talkers, but they're not talkers and no action. They're going to take action and they'll talk at the same time. Okay. We have believe in the impossible. Yep. Once you're taking action and doing your due diligence, believe that there's going to, like, for every action, there's a reaction. So if you're doing your due diligence, you're doing what you need to do, then trust and believe that that energy is going to be matched. Okay. What's the messages, please? What's the messages, please? This ram is very significant. This ram is not taking any, like, this ram is not taking any mess. Some of you guys got Aries somewhere. I know this might sound crazy, but somebody has like Aries hidden in their chart. Like basically you don't know that you're an Aries ascendant or you're an Aries square, you're Aries Pluto. It's something like that. Like, you know, and I feel like right now energetically, because y'all know I'm not about too much about astrology, man. But I feel like around this time, you're gonna start understanding you more. Like you need to go somewhere else and get a copy of your birth chart. Like those sites where you type in your information and they email you your birth chart. You need a full-on birth chart. And it's something to do with your gosh dang it, man. What is it called? Your north node and your south node. There you go. Some of you guys, this is what it is. You're shifting from your south node into your north node. You are literally becoming who you were supposed to be a decade ago. Some of you guys, this was prolonged. You were supposed to be this a decade ago. All right, thank you. What I do right there? Okay. Okay. So, conclusions are within reach. Don't let your past hold you back. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, some of you guys are not going to like part of this. There's an ending. There's a conclusion that's being laid. That's being laid. Okay, you have to complete something. I'm hearing agony. Some of you guys, whatever this conclusion is, may cause some type of trick in you, like a trigger in you. Like, oh my God, I got to do that, or I got to let go of this. I got to transform this. Okay, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would say this is the 8 of Wands. So this is taking action on this conclusion. This eclipse season, that eclipse stuff that was going on. Listen, if it didn't do something for you, I don't know where you were. Okay? Because that energy was supposed to transform that last bit of stuff that was inside of you if you allowed it. I mean, even if you don't, even if you put up a little resistance, put up that fence, it still was going to do what it was going to do. There is something, and I hate saying stuff like this, but like the enemy tricked some of you guys out of something. When it comes to fortune or something, or that is what somebody wanted you to believe, that you were tricked out of something. Because somebody saw that you had this massive, like, even, and I talked about this, I mentioned this, I don't know if I uploaded the video over here, but I definitely have mentioned this in the video over on TikTok, that a lot of people are coming out of that disillusioned energy where they feel like you have to have money and this and all these, material things to be powerful. And a lot of people have saw you as being powerful, even if you didn't have a lot. So say you live a very, mediocre life, but your spiritual body is beyond powerful. So you may live in a little, a humble situation. Your lifestyle is humble, but you're spiritual. So people can see that. So people could try to put you in a mindset of thinking that, what I'm saying, because they see it. I can't stress that enough. If you think whoever this makes sense for, if this is like, oh no, she's talking to me, it's real. People feel like you are more than what you got. I was talking to somebody. I met this beautiful young lady, and I don't know if she's in the live or going to watch this, but I remember she was telling me, like, I was like, you're more than, doing certain things. I was sharing with her in a personal session, and she was telling me, like, people tell her that. Like, no, you're not supposed to be here. So it's like people know that you're not supposed to be settling for what you settle for, whether it's a job or relationship, family dynamics, career, whatever it is. They know that you are much more than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but instead of them, they know it, but they won't acknowledge it to you. They won't give it to you like that, because that's too much. That takes a hell of a lot of ego work for a person, to be like, you know what, you deserve more. You deserve more. Hold on, let me put this up a little harder. So not everybody. I'm just saying for these particular people, these karmics or whatever, or this family or whoever these people are, this ex. Some of you guys, you got a husband that is a hater. And I hate to say hater, because I hate to say words that everybody say. But no, somebody has a husband that is a hater. Somebody has a partner or whatever that is a hater. Whether you're in a homosexual relationship, a heterosexual, somebody has a partner that is a hater, but they know that you're smart. They know that you're wise. They know that you're very spiritual, so they keep a lot in. They don't say what they really want to say. they know they can't really go there. So they keep, certain information to themselves because then they would look real stupid. And they have this thing with looking stupid, and it could be like a Gemini, an Aquarius, or something like that. But they have this thing where they feel like, oh no, I'm not going to say that because I know this person, and it may be the way you respond to them in a very intellectual way that lets them know that you're on to their shit. Or maybe they've witnessed you do this with other individuals. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Oops. So we got the Ten of Cups. We got the Knight of Pentacles. You're getting to where you're supposed to go, baby. You're getting to where you're supposed to go. You may also like pick up, and I've said this before, pick up on somebody doing like speaking engagements, or because you speak so well, maybe you need to practice or you need to put yourself out there more, doing a podcast, starting a YouTube channel, but you need to do something because you're dope as fuck. This money is trailing behind you. It's building up. It's building up. It's building up. Building up. And now you're solid. Doom, 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 doom. You're solid as a rock, rock. People know you're solid. And they know you're a loner. They know you're guarded. They know you're protected. They know you take the road less traveled. They see everything they see in you. They just don't, people don't have to tell you. I mean, it could be good, bad, karmics, regular people, whoever. The Page of Swords. What is the Page of Swords here for? Page of Swords. Oh, the Emperor. Talk. Conversation being had. This is you not being worried. This is a carefree spirit. This is an absolute carefree spirit. Ooh, look at her. That's why I love the imagery in cards. I don't always go by the textbook definitions of cards when I'm doing readings. I came out of that. I started doing readings 4 or 5 years ago. But this card is a person who has many ideas, who is very bright, who is very strategic, air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. You need to trust yourself because it's masculine energy. I'm telling you, didn't I mention something about the Aries energy? Didn't I mention this? Some of you guys need to get some of you guys need to get a revised version of your birth chart because you got Aries in there, and the Aries is very significant for you. And how you move, you may have Aries in your south node. No, bump that. You may have Aries in your north node. Shit. We got the Three of Pentacles. Let's see. What's the messages? This Three of Pentacles. Somebody teaches with their mistakes. Somebody learns from their mistakes. Their discipline. Yep. Somebody learns from their mistakes. Stop. Red. We got the green, red, and yellow. This is giving me the stop light. So you may be still like this, or you may have been coming out of this, or you're not like this anymore, where you go when you're supposed to pause. You pause when you're supposed to go. You stop when you're supposed to go, right? You have to find your equilibrium in this. I feel like there's, just on a side note, I'm gonna get into the other messages, but I feel like if you're a man watching this, then take it as it resonates. This could be a brother, a cousin, a spouse, a son. There's somebody who wants to offer their love, offer something up, or they want to perceive, they want to give off this illusion that they're disheveled because look at their shoes. Or they don't feel confident enough to go towards somebody, to tell somebody they got to crush him. This is a nice looking guy. He just got some insecurities. But when you come out of that, like say you are somebody who have insecurities and you're not confident like that, when you come out of that, you begin to be more attractive, if that makes sense. But this person is not ugly, but they just, I don't know, they don't have the confidence to come forth rather. This is a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. A spiritual tower that you've had towers, ugly towers. But they all led you, like the reason why you experience this the way you are, because you are meant to be something way more than what you are. Okay. You are literally going to transform overnight, to mark my words. Somebody is literally going, this could be you or somebody connected to you. Somebody is going to transform overnight. All those towers had to happen. You wasn't being punished. They wasn't karmic. They had to happen. They had to rip away. Like I said plenty of times before, the old has to die for the new to be reborn. You cannot expect new to be in the situation if you got old shit, old weeds. How you want some big, beautiful roses to grow in your garden when you ain't even plucked them weeds out? And since you ain't been plucking them weeds out, the tower has to happen. Now, I see butterflies in this tower. I see a surge of energy. I see lightning. I see a lot of light. There's a lot of beautiful things that have formed within you. People can see your light. People can see your flourishment. People can see your growth. People can see your peace. People can see your light. I can't stress that enough. Every time when you had to walk away, you did it with pride, you did it with stride, and you did it in the energy of knowing that everything that was for you was going to come towards you and for you at the opportune time. Your faith is magnificent. People are inspired by your faith. There's opportunities. When you take chances, opportunities come in for you. Give me more information, please, on this tower moment, on this tower card. The Seven of Swords. You're here to kill out that inner deceit, those inner let me just be honest, that inner depth, DEATH. You had to do that. This transformation was, for those who was here, for those who was hearing the crows, like the squawking, they were letting you know of the impending death and transformation you were getting ready to go through. Anytime when you hear those crows, that's not happenstance. They are letting you know. They're also warning you or putting something out there of impending. You're very much protected. So you get signs and you know what I'm saying? Like synchronicities of things that when you need to leave, or you need to go, when you need to call off for work, or you need to leave a store, when you need to take your ass away from a living environment because it's deadly, you're going to get signs. You're going to get signs. That's why I keep it moving. Oh, baby, I keep it moving. A lot of people don't understand me because I don't stick around with nothing that I'm not supposed to be there for. If I've gotten all the growth, all the lessons, whatever I need to get out of the situation, I'll book it and leave. I'll pack my shit up real fast and I'll take it, truck it, and leave. You know, I'm different that way. I'm not going to hold on to situations and places and people and all that type of stuff. For what? If it's at a detriment to me, so what? I can get on the phone and vent to 50 million people. I did this and they do. No, I'm just going to find a way to be self-sufficient and get my shit going. I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I play my cards right. You got to be smart. You have to do things in a certain way so things can benefit you. But everything ain't meant to hold on to. And a lot of times, and I'm just gonna go off on a tangent for a second. A lot of times people are scared to take chances, to move forward. For what? What are you scared for? Why? So you would rather be in a situation that is unhealthy for your mind, body, soul, and spirit, as opposed to just taking a chance and having faith? No, baby, bubba. So anyways, this man is not a cup. So the Seven of Swords in this Tower card is signifying the things that need to leave, the shit that needs to crash down. And we got this King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, prioritizing our mental health. Prioritizing our mental health. Oops. Close that door, man. Okay. Six of Wands, victory, satisfaction, progress. You've been progressing. You've been winning when you thought you wasn't. Stop talking like for real, you've been winning. You've been winning. You're high and mighty. You have been going far. You have been transmuting. There was another word that came to my head. Hold on. You just been doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your spiritual shit. You've been doing it, and just because it's like, oh well, it's spiritual. Have I? Baby, you've been doing shit. You've been slaying shit. You were Goliath out here. Goliath made a Teflon. You've been killing these demons. You've been slaying these motherfuckers. Period. And I want to share something with you guys. Okay, so for the past month and a half, I was staying somewhere, and every time you turned around, except with the exception maybe of the last few days, okay, there were flies. Soon as you open the front door, flies would just be coming in this house, okay? Every time a fly got in that mother lover, now y'all know my son turned 10 last month, okay? Every single time a fly got up in that house, my son killed them. And when I say killed them, I mean effortlessly. He didn't just be like taking forever or whatever. No, my baby was killing them flies. Yeah, he killed like 4 or 5 flies at one time. And I'm 43 years old, couldn't even kill them flies like that. And my son was killing them. And I just, without even thinking, I said demon slayer to him. I said, you're a demon slayer. And listen, I'm not one of them people that believe that all demons are bad. Of course, some demons work in our favor, whether we acknowledge them or realize it. But then there's some that flies are indicative sometimes, not all the time. Not all the time, make it very clear, but you'll feel it. Indicative of people who are spying on you or trying to send, like they say, if I could be a fly on the wall, where do you think that comes from? Why? You see what I'm saying? Like people who want to know what you're doing. They're invested in with you. They become obsessed with you. Remember when I did that video and I uploaded it on here when I said they're dangerously obsessed with you. Okay. And because I'm not gonna go into all that because the point is this victory. Y'all know I'll be going, but I'm gonna come back around. Okay. You are heavily protected, and it's time for you to celebrate. Doesn't this card give you the energy of somebody performing and getting a standing ovation? Somebody who accomplished something. Some of you ladies may wear something similar to this when this happens. Okay? Some heels, some wedges, a skirt, and a white sweater or some type of white sheer top. Some of you guys, which what you're going to receive, and this is not for everybody. This is for the people who've been getting their ass kicked out here, spiritually, who done went through a lot of storms, a lot of these. Where's the card? This card used to scare me at one point, Good afternoon. This card used to scare me. I used to be scared. A lot of you guys who have been experiencing those or who have experienced those moments, those tower moments, they're nothing to fret. Don't be scared of them. If I knew back then what truly was the meaning and the significance of a tower card, I would have never been afraid to see it when I would pull cards. It's so important to have tower moments. What is going on if you are not experiencing those? That means things are not coming to an end. They're not crashing and burning. If something is not good for you anymore, it needs to clear out. Let me tell you something. I don't know. I got 5 people in here right now. Let me say something very important, okay? This may be triggering a person or two. Do not be scared to lose people because you would much rather lose people who aren't good for you as opposed to losing yourself. I've lost myself many times in my life. So never want to be scared. Never, ever allow yourself to be scared to lose people, especially if people have shown you who they are. You've already got the message loud and clear. You got the telegram, you got the phone call, you got the DM, you got the text message. You got the information, you got the download, you got the dream, you got the reading. Let you know that certain people aren't for you. Let them go. When it comes to growth, when it comes to expansion, when it comes to learning, all of those things do not, they didn't say, oh yeah, these things are going to equal comfort. How are you growing if you're comfortable? You can't grow without being uncomfortable. It's very important for you to understand that. If you guys understood all the things, if y'all want to know some of the things, I don't have a problem sharing with y'all. Some of the things that I have experienced in my life that have made me beyond uncomfortable. I had to grow. I asked for this. I signed up for this. I was in line for this. I'm supposed to experience this. All right, let's pull a couple more cards. Any messages that we need to know? Important, we got the Eight of Wands. This is giving me the Wheel of Fortune for some reason. This is giving me like a baby Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys may be on a game show. Look, the Wheel of Fortune right there. Listen, the Eight of Wands, you are going to conspire with your higher self to receive this knowledge. It may go through, it's going through some type of portal through the sky. You may or may not notice this because this card is on top of here. So you may or may not notice this energy coming through. She's falling backwards. The Knight of Swords, you disciplining yourself and you following this crow, following this knowledge. Remember, the birds are messengers, right? So going after this and allowing this information, taking the leap of faith, but not just taking, you're falling. And to me, that seems scarier than just taking the leap of faith. And you're going towards your fortune. Remember, for some of you guys, you definitely need to get an updated version of your birth chart, okay? I hope that this has been beneficial. Remember, you guys can also reach out to me for a personal session. I love you guys, okay? You enjoy the rest of your Monday. Peace. It's charging me warm pins.